this is another, not existential, but
Yeah,
like,
no, hit me with those existential questions.
do you feel that you chose your passion or did it choose you?
Oh no, this is something I've never thought of before.
That's good.
It's choose your passion. No, it chose me. It definitely chose me because I was doing the diploma here, and I'm like, I'm gonna be an artist.
In
right?
visual arts.
I'm gonna be doing visual arts. I'm gonna be a painter.
Mm.
And I was a full illustrator when I came in.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of your stuff
Yeah,
on
like,
Instagram.
My paintings and stuff, like, they're really good. I really like painting still. But there was something about ceramics and sculpture that really drew me in. And it was because it was unpredictable. And when you paint, you know what you're going to paint. Whereas when you make ceramics, you have to, like, sculpt it, fire it, glaze it, fire it again. And it's going to come out so differently to what you think it's going to come out. So, like, it's like action painting as well. Like, you just free for all, like, you know. I can't... I really like intentional art. Like, where you just, like, do something, but at the end, you just can't really... You're not 100%, like, in control. And that's where the whole creativity thing comes in. I think creativity is around us. Yeah. And to let go of the control and bring in that creativity, it'll do its own thing. Like, it's like with music as well. Yeah. I think like jamming is such an amazing thing. Yes. Like ad-libbing, like, is
creating stuff on the fly, improvising.
It's like raw.
Yeah.
And that raw structure is something that I think people forget. Not forget, but like needs to be more higher level. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, yes, this is an amazing painting of this amazing thing, but it's like, how much cooler is it that this is like not intentionally made? Like, this is like happened out of circumstance.
Like, it's funny you say that with the band.
Yeah.
If we can't come up with more songs, we're just going to do like 10 minutes jams each.
Just rip a solo,
and see what comes out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, when we're practicing, we gel really well, and we don't, like, you don't really get that very often unless people are on, like, the same wavelength as you.
I think,
Or can, like, take what you're inputting and you can take what they're inputting and make something cohesive.
Back when I was doing my first few years of the bachelor's, I lived in a share house over at Sunnybank. It was it was far away, but not as far. But it was a really big share house, and it was full of people on. It was like a people who were like working holiday. Like, a lot of them were, and a lot of travelers and things like that. But they stayed. Like, it was like, you know, at least 6 months, like, each. And everyone always had. We had a shed at the back, and we just filled it with instruments. And
I think you told me.
Yeah, and it was so good. We had like 4 guitars, like, and then we had a few basses, and then we had like this like curbside pickup drum kit. And the curbside pickup drum kit, it was so good, and we actually found another one on the and
joined them together.
Yeah, we Frankensteined a drum kit, like, with like 4 cymbals, and like, you know, it was so cool. And then like we had a bunch of Japanese working holiday people, and they had like African drums. They had like those little like shaky things. I forgot the percussion things. Yeah. And then like almost every night we just end up like down there, just like someone will start like banging, and then someone will like start doing something, and then people just pick up instruments, and it was just like you know, it was like spontaneous, and that was when we had the best music. Yeah. When it's like something, when it's all thought out, it's great when you think it out, but like you can just never get that again, the whole spontaneous like jam. And it's like, oh man, I wish we recorded it, but like
it's also like
in the moment.
Nice to leave it in the moment as well.
It is, yeah. And that's really beautiful. And I think, I don't know what the question was, but yes, my answer is yes. The passion.
Yeah.
But it finds you.
Yeah.
I think you get drawn to it.
Yeah, that's the word. You get drawn to something that someone's already done. And it evolves. And because when I first started with music, I was just playing guitar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now
Okay.
I'm play all these instruments and use the world as an instrument. So what you're interested evolves with like your creative outlet, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you don't have to put yourself in a box with I only play guitar and that's all I'm going to do. If you want to do that, that's fine, but my brain can't handle that.
I hope not too many people like that. I hope everyone enjoys, like, if you're in a band, you enjoy every part of the band instead of just like, oh, I would just want to rip my really cool solo and like, you know, just be like, yeah, I just it's so gnarly, and then I don't know what sort of band member this is.
Gnarly dude.
Oh, like some surfer dude, like with a guitar. But no, like as a like, because a band is like a group thing. It's like you think that everyone would sort of want the group to come together as one.
Yeah.
Have like a hive mind, so it's like good to know everything.
Yeah, I talked about this in the last one, but
really,
Wolfpack is a band I really like that kind of has that philosophy. They're always switching instruments and
that's so
playing
cool.
drums,
I love that.
playing guitar, or playing bass, or playing piano. So I'd like to be in a band like that one day, where everyone knows all the instruments and we can all just switch around. Yeah. Because a lot of the bands, all the bands I've been in, no one knows how to play the drums. So that's why I always get stuck on the drums.
Oh, no. Why doesn't anyone know how to play the drums? It's like fun. Drums is fun.
It's easier to pick up a guitar.
Is it? I find it easier to pick up drums.
Well,
because it's just...
There's also a lot of investment if you want to get a drum kit.
In that sense. But then just get Frankenstein drum kit and it should be fine.
I don't know. A lot of my friends...
Yeah.
I've only got like 3, 4, 5 other people who I know who play drums from uni. Or at least to the degree that I play it.
Yeah.
Like my friends dabble and stuff, but
it's easy. Like you just let that teenage rage out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey. Maybe another question.
Yes. Let's power through these.
Well, you don't have to go through them. You want to ask me some questions? Did you have any questions you want to ask me? Or any topics you want to talk about?
Ooh. Let's see. Questions. I should have wrote some down, actually. I didn't know I was asking you questions.
I wrote down like...
Ask me one more question and I'll come back.
Like I had some topics for like social media or visual art. Or any other interests that you might have.
Oh, yeah.
Or this might be another good question. If you could interview a creative person, both past and present, who would that person be?
You know who I would interview?
Who?
Jim Morrison.
Oh.
He'd be the best interview. Well, if he was like... Because, like, man, like... I love The Doors. That's my favorite music is The Doors. And, like... He used to be the most shyest person in the world. Like, he was so shy, and he, like, never performed in front of people. So the first performance that they ever did, they sang, Light My Fire, right? Like, you know the song, I don't know, but can't think of it right now. Light My Fire.
I don't know a lot of their songs, but I know of the band.
Yeah, and there was a stage, and there's, like, people... And he literally had his back turned against the people and was singing the whole song. Like, he was that shy.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's a few albums where he's got a lot of spoken word poetry. Yeah. And it's backed up to, like, a lot of really good music. And I just really, like, wish there was more of that rather than, like, the music's good. But, like, seeing that combination of spoken word with, like, just, like, instrumental sort of application is like absolutely brilliant. So I would interview him. He'd probably not be a good interviewed person, like, but
has an interesting creative outlet.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting way to consume music, I think, or sound in general, like audio, I think, because he would manipulate his sound a lot too. Like they would anyway, and he'd have a sort of sing-songy. He'd sing some lyrics, but he'd also speak the lyrics at the same time. Like, So there'd be two voices and be like doing that sort of stuff, and I thought that was like super cool.
I'll have to look into.